The US president has been in action again, if we can say as much. He says that he'll be imposing a raft of emergency sanctions now on Colombia after the country refused to accept 2 flights carrying migrants which had departed from California earlier on Sunday. Washington is set now to slap tariffs of 25% on all Colombian goods coming into the United States, and that could rise to 50% in 1 week. Let's get an update now with France 24's Washington correspondent, Fraser Jackson. Fraser, thanks so much for joining us. A heavy-handed response from Donald Trump, and almost immediately.
Yeah, of course, we're used to seeing these things from Donald Trump. He has threatened such kind of actions in the past, and it follows the movement by Colombia to reject 2 government flights to allow to land that were carrying Colombian nationals that Donald Trump says were illegal criminals within the United States. Well, Donald Trump's retribution has been swift, and it has been quite wide-ranging. Speaking on his social media platform, Truth Social, he said Petro, i.e. the leader of Colombia's denial of these flights has jeopardized the national security and public safety of the United States, and the host of measures that he's then putting in place, including an emergency 25% tariff on all goods coming to the US from Colombia. And he says that the 25% tariffs will be raised to 50% in 1 week. He's also issuing a travel ban and immediate visa revocation on the Colombian government officials and all allies and supporters, as well as visa sanctions on all party members, family members, supporters of the Colombian government. And this one will have more of an impact on the everyday person. Enhanced customs and border protection inspections of all Colombian nationals and cargo on national security grounds. He's then floating more sanctions through the Treasury and financial sanctions as well. Now, interestingly, Donald Trump says these measures are just the beginning. He says that there is still more to come. We will not allow the Colombian government to violate its legal obligations with regards to the acceptance and return of the criminals they force into the United States. Now, of course, I think the Colombians will say that they didn't force anybody to go to the United States and that people went of their own volition. But Donald Trump clearly here trying to send a message, because this came on the back of another flight that was denied landing just a few days ago by Mexico. Donald Trump clearly trying not to allow Southern American countries to realize that they have any say in this, and trying to force his hand upon them, as it were.
Well, Trump being criticized heavily by the Colombian president, Gustavo Petro. Petro saying that the Trump administration is treating migrants like criminals. And he was citing video evidence of migrants reportedly being deported to Brazil and then walking on a tarmac, pictured in handcuffs.